Eisuke Sakaki, age 15, was found dead with a paper bag with a smiley face drawn on it over his head. The scene was similar to those of unsolved murders from 18 years ago, as well as the urban legend of the Smiling Men. While at Kufuku Station, searching for clues about Minoru Tsuzuki, you encounter Detective Kamihara working the case. You decide to help Kuse by searching for Makoto in parallel with your investigation of Minoru Tsuzuki. Meanwhile, Ayumi finds Fukuyama spying on Megumi's house and decides to talk to him about it at the coffee shop. Ayumi tells Fukuyama about the Smiling Man, and he shares a story from his father's hometown of Urumo village involving a smiling paper bag. Fukuyama can't recall details, but says it was a sad story and had nothing to do with a killer wearing a paper bag. Fukuyama says Kohei Takiguchi, a student close to Eisuke, wants to talk to Ayumi. You visit Minami Daisan Junior High the next day, hoping to meet the Kohei yourself. But we're here. So Ayumi didn't come because what's his name? Akira decided not to let her come. Or he asked to come instead. Thank you for taking the time to see me. I know you must be busy you must have a busy schedule as a teacher. No. It's my job to help the kids in any way that I can, and that means helping you. Why don't we inside and talk? It'll be better than standing around here. Okay, let's travel. Please, come this way. I'm sorry you had to see that embarrassing scene the other day. It's okay. Teachers have a lot on their plates. You want to know something? You want me to confess something? Your teacher is actually very handsome. I understand that I mean Megumi. Well, it's true, but I normally thrive when I'm busy. Oh, what do you mean? Well, I mean, it can be tough to work with kids at this age. They're immature, unstable. But when I think of the future I'm helping them build, it brings me great joy. It's because he says things like this and it's like he didn't do it. There's no way. There's no freaking way. Teaching is definitely my calling. My students have helped me realize that. Seems like he'd be a cool teacher. Well, thank you again for taking the time today. Yes, my pleasure. I guess we're gonna have to ask. So how has Megumi been? Well, she still hasn't been back to school. I went to visit her the other day, but I didn't think she was ready, and just as I was turning around to leave, I ran into Tachibana. Did she tell you about this, by the way? She mentioned that she ran into you, yeah. Did she say anything else? Just that you were a dedicated teacher who's really focused on his students. I see. Good old Tachibana, she's too nice. I called Megumi's house today and spoke to her parents. They say that she's slowly improving. I hope I haven't burdened you with worry. No, not at all. He seems genuinely concerned about his students, but he's a really good teacher. So why is Ayumi always giggling about him? All in all, I consider myself really lucky. I mean, how many people find their own true calling? Funny, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's great. Yep, just what I expected. Just what I expect a detective to say. More observations. I really feel I was born to be a teacher. Perhaps it's foolish, but it's what I believe. Let's think. When can I speak with Kohei? Is he still in class? Yes, but 4th period is about to end and Kohei should be here shortly after that. Kohei Takiguchi, what will you know? It seems like Kohei was one of Eisuke's closest friends. Still, I did hear rumor that the two of them had a falling out over Megumi. I wonder what kind of student he is. I heard that Kohei was a close friend of Eisuke's. Is he also a good student? Yeah, Kohei's a very reserved and serious student. He's also close friends with Megumi. When I think about how Kohei offered to help Eisuke with his grades, I just can't. Oh no, he's crying. Please, Tsukasa, you've got to solve this case for Eisuke. Of course, I'm doing my best. Now, Tsukasa. While we're waiting for Kohei, I need to ask you something. Yes, what is it? I'm told that you'll be meeting with Tachibana at some point today. Does she need to check in with you somehow? Are you her boss? Is she reliable? No, I mean Tachibana is very talented. I'm not her boss. We're just co-workers. Oh, I see. That's good to hear. A relief. Huh? I can't help but wonder, how is Ayumi doing as a detective? And are you guys making sure she's compensated fairly? I mean, she seems like she's doing a great job, but I'm just curious. Let's see. I worry too much sometimes. It's a relief to hear that you can count on her. By the way, how old are you, Tsukasa? I'm 19 years old, baby. Same as Tachibana. Oh, I thought you were a bit younger than that. When I saw you at the police station, I figured Tachibana was older than you. But I was surprised to hear you actually started at your agency before Tachibana. Oh, well, I mean... He's suggesting that I'm childish? I mean, it's all too obvious he's older than me, but come on. We have seniority at the agency, I guess. The way he says Tachibana all the time starting to get on my nerves. Oh my goodness. Fight, fight, fight. So as a teacher and as her former senpai, what was Tachibana like? Good question. I'm proud to have known her. You should have seen her with a naginata in her hands. She shined. Ah, I see. And needless to say, she was beautiful, like a classic work of art. Damn. If I could, I'd revisit those days, but I know it's impossible. It's interesting to hear those details about Ayumi when she was young. I genuinely feel pity for anyone who didn't grow up alongside young Tachibana. He's intense. He's so intense. I'm actually 4 years older than Tachibana, so technically I wasn't in the club with her. So I was in high school, but I went back to the middle school just to see Tachibana. What? I'm kidding, but my school didn't have a Naginata club and I wanted to stay in touch with the sport. Oh, I see. You really caught me off guard with that. I hope I didn't yelp too loudly. That feeling of stepping into a sacred dojo, your muscles tense and your focus tightens. I'll never forget it. Do you do any martial arts, by the way? Yes, a little karate. Whatever. Karate, bro, karate. I knew it. So, you know the feeling, how it resonates with those of us dedicated to the martial arts. I wouldn't say I'm very dedicated, but... Karate, you said? I'd love to spare with you sometime. No way that's happening. No, he's afraid. Mr. Fukuyama is one of a kind. If I ask again? Observations? I wanted to take a moment and imagine Tachibana back then, wielding a naginata. When I went back to check in with the club after I graduated, I was shocked. There were suddenly so many boys enrolled, even though Naginata club is usually mostly girls. You know why, don't you? Because Tachibana joined the club? Oh, I should have known a skilled detective like you would have no problem with that. Impressive. It's not because I'm a detective, it's because I know Tachibana. Oh, I shipped them. Yeah, when Tachibana joined the club, suddenly a whole bunch of boys signed up. It's funny, when I used to watch Tachibana practice in her stances, it was like the whole world darkened and I could see it was her. And all I could see was her. Is that normal, sir? Sir. And yet, inevitably, some bouffon would walk past and break my line of vision. What in the world is he going on about? Would you say your relationship with Tachibana is strictly as a co-worker, Tsukasa? Well, yeah, I mean, we're co-workers and... I see. What a waste. Surely you're not immune to her radiant charm. Oh my god. So, is Kohei on his way, or... Oh, he got here? I think 4th period just ended, so let's give him a moment. Okay, so I was talking to Ayumi. She said that you two first ran into each other again in front of school. Yes, that's right. I hadn't seen Tachibana since her time in our middle school Naginata club. I didn't know her in high school, unfortunately. I can only imagine how she must have blossomed. Well, at least I have memories of Tachibana from middle school. Time moves on, we must accept that. Sir. Where's the guy? I'm sure it would be the same as actually growing up with Tachibana, but feel free to ask me any questions about her from back then. Sir, please. Have I got some stories? Sir, please. Ask me anything, Tsukasa.
No, I don't want to ask you anything. Where is this guy? What is his name? I don't even know the name of the kid that I'm supposed to talk to.
Mr. Fukuyama might know a lot about Ayumi from back before I met her. But I know a lot about her from her high school days, though he'll never know. Why are they fighting over this? This is so uncomfortable. I feel like I've got the best of him. Oh my goodness. Show. Superior friendship with Ayumi. Actually, Mr. Fukuyama, I met Tachibana when she was a freshman in high school. There was a police case. I'll spare you the details, but it's what led her to this line of work. I see. She made quite an impression on her sailors. Why? Remember when you said you pitied anyone who didn't know Tachibana growing up? Yeah, I know. Anyway, your words. Yes? Do you happen to have any photos of Tachibana from... Can we just please talk to the kid? I don't wanna continue with this conversation. It's so uncomfortable. So very, very uncomfortable. Do you happen to have any photos of Tachibana from that time? Yes, I have one, but... Oh. I had it for investigative purposes. It's not like I carry it around with me. Besides, I see her every day. This feels weirdly like a victory. Okay, is the kid here? Oh, thank God. Come on in. Finally. This must be Kohei, right? He's wearing a gym school, so it would make sense that his 4th period was PE. He came straight here without changing. I guess he didn't want to keep me waiting. Allow me to introduce Kohei Takiguchi. This is Tsukasa. Alright, you can just call me Kohei. Nice to meet you. I'm Tsukasa from the Utsuji Detective Agency. I was hoping to ask you some questions about Eisuke. Thanks for taking the time during your lunch break. Sure. I know it's difficult, but anything that you can share could help us solve the case for Eisuke. That said, I might ask some tough questions. Are you okay with that? Yeah, that's okay. You and Eisuke were good friends, weren't you? Yeah. We go way back. We've been friends since elementary school, even though we're like opposites. I guess some people couldn't figure out why we'd be friends. I mean, sometimes I wonder about it myself, but we always got along so well. I see. Anyway, I think I probably knew Eisuke better than anyone. I really appreciate that you're helping us out like this. Thank you, Kohei. Yeah, sure. You're a good friend to Eisuke for doing this, Kohei. Do you know if Eisuke had any other problems? Maybe someone hiding a grudge against him. There's no way. I mean, he was way too nice for that. He got along with everyone. But then, remember that when Megumi was telling the story, she said that he was a creepy guy. I mean, Eisuke. But then everybody is like, no, he was great. He was very nice to everybody. Everybody loved him. So, what is going on? Is there anything else about Eisuke's behavior that caught your attention recently? Let's see. I mean, his grades were down, and that school that he wanted to get into, it's really tough. But he seemed totally unconcerned, like he didn't mind at all. More about his grades, huh? But knowing Eisuke, I can't imagine he didn't really care about his grades, you know? Unlike me, he was already thinking about his future while he was in middle school. He must have been in shock, right? I guess and one thing about Eisuke is that he always played it cool. He never showed a vulnerability. Even with his grades, he acted like it was no big deal. So if he had been in some kind of trouble, he would have made sure that no one else knew about it. I mean, he'd whine to me about random things every so often, but other than that, it was business as usual. I guess I'm not sure how he felt deep down, even though he was my best friend. Maybe I didn't know Eisuke all that well after all. But it's getting too sad. I guess that's as much info as I'll get about Eisuke. Oh, but I should definitely ask about Megumi. They were all friends and classmates. Can I ask you about Megumi Morimoto? Yeah, I guess. We've been friends for a long time too, since grade school, and she's in the same class as me now. Sounds like all three of you were pretty close. Yeah, but I'd say Eisuke and Megumi were especially close. Although they did fight kind of a lot, probably because they both just said whatever. You know, like brother and sister almost, but they've always make up and be back to normal. So you know how I said Eisuke got along with everyone? Well, Megumi was kind of special. I think he had a crush on Megumi, but I don't know how she felt about him. What do you think of Megumi? What do I think? Maybe I should have phrased that differently. I mean, she's cheerful and bright. Anything else? Anything else? I guess she likes creepy books, you know, like occult stuff. I'm not really into it. I kind of wish she'd stop trying to scare me with creepy stories all the time. That seems a bit different from the gossip I've heard. What gossip? Thinking maybe? Or are we talking about they having a crush on her? If we just chat a bit, he loosed up and started spilling some of that gossip. The chisme. The freaking chisme. Everyone wants to hear the chisme. Maybe I should ask more probing questions. Keep pressing this angle back off on the question. I guess keep pressing, I don't know. Where there's smoke, there's fire. So I suppose I better just clear this up. Here goes nothing. Speaking of Megumi, would you say that you also like her? Yes. Oh. The professor. But I mean, as friend. Is that why everyone is asking me about that lately? Did they all mean? Look, let me just clear this up. I've got a crush on a girl with braids that I see in the library. Hey, sorry about that. His answer feel really genuine to me. It's too bad people are probably gossiping about this. Aww, so no chisme? I guess no chisme. I think Eisuke liked Megumi. You know, now that I think about it, Eisuke did say that he thought Megumi had been a little cold lately. He wondered if she'd like someone. Sir, are you okay?
Later.
It seems like he was actually serious. Thinking back, it was out of character of him. This guy is just freaking dying. So was that everything you wanted to say, Kohei? Yes. I see, very well. I suppose you can head back to the classroom now. Unfortunately, he didn't really give me any new information, but it was brave of him to come forward and talk to me on behalf of his friend. Kohei, I'm proud of you for having the courage to talk to the detective about all this. Now then, you'd best head off and eat lunch because otherwise, I'm going to eat it myself. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Good job, Kohei. Go on then, get dressed properly. Back to you, Tsukasa. There's one other thing I wanted to discuss if you have the time. Okay. Hey, did Eisuke... Did he really get killed? Like, it wasn't a suicide or anything? Why would you think that? Listen, the last thing Eisuke wanted was for anyone to pity him. Not just classmates and friends, but also his family. So if people had found out that his grade had been slipping or something, I don't think Eisuke could bear it. You know how we talked about Eisuke's grade slipping and how he might not get into that school? Well, Eisuke actually told me himself that his teacher said he wouldn't get in if things didn't change. And he said, "I'm only telling you about this, don't say anything to anyone else." He was really down, man. He was like, at least maybe I'll I still be at the same school as you and Megumi. And he kind of laughed. So I don't know what he's really feeling, but to me he seemed depressed. When he was at a real low, I was worried that he'd gotten into a big fight with Megumi. And now she's been out for so long. I called her to see what was up, but she didn't answer. I don't know anything about the case, but I thought maybe this detective could finally tell me about it. Anyway, I hope I didn't say anything that Eisuke wouldn't have wanted you to know. But Thank you, Kohei. What you've told us is really valuable. Should I think? Maybe Eisuke's feelings were stronger than anyone knew. Is that why Kohei asked about suicide as a school friend? Maybe he noticed something others didn't. But still. So there's still a lot we don't know about Eisuke's case. But I know one thing for sure, we will solve this case. I just ask for your patience. I understand, thank you. Okay, you can go back to your class now. It's really admirable of you to help us out. Thank you. I suppose it's time for me to go as well. Very well, I'll see you out. Didn't he have another thing to discuss with us? Thank you for your time today, Mr. Fukuyama. Of course. I hope I've been some help. Yes, indeed. I'm impressed with Kohei. He's a great student. Sorry, yeah, I'm proud of him. It's just that he's not the only one. All of my students are great. I'm sure they are. Oh, before I go, was there something else you wanted to discuss? Oh no, it's not a big deal. Forget about it. No? Are you sure? Okay, then. I'll contact Tachibana if I think of anything else. Okay, sounds good. Likewise, if you think of anything else, please let me know and say hi to Tachibana for me. Yes, I will pass that along. Makes sense that Kohei suspected suicide. He had no idea what the crime scene was like. Given the circumstances, there's almost no way it could be suicide. But let's say Eisuke was murdered and the killer knew about his recent troubles. Wouldn't it have made sense to make it seem like suicide? What is the significance of that smiling paper bag? Guys, I am so confused. Like, I really feel like we don't have any clues at all. I feel so freaking lost. It's already chapter 8 and we're just like, we talked to all these people, freaking people, and they just keep telling us the same thing. Eisuke was this, this, and this. We don't know what happened. He didn't have any enemies, and like we just don't have anything. You know, I'm suspecting the detectives, either Kuse or Kamihara, because of the moto thing, the motorcycle thing. I am suspecting one of them because of that.
Later.
I'm not going to make the same mistake as last time. I booked an appointment with Yoshie to see Yoshie. Alright, here we go. Oh, the phone is ringing. Hello, Tsukasa speaking. Yo, Dice here. Did you call me, boy detective? Yes. Sorry I couldn't answer. Hope I'm not calling back too late. No, it's alright. I'm sorry for bothering you at work. Work? I've been playing pachinko. Just won a jackpot, actually. Pachinko? Oh, I mean, it's kind of part of my job. I'm pretending to be a regular customer. Okay. Same face right now. It's true. Just don't tell Kuse about it, okay? I'll pay you back with a drink sometime. But he's 19. He cannot drink. At what age can you drink in Japan? He's 19. He's too young for that. Right, okay. So what can I do for you? Well, I just wanted to try out the contact info you gave me. Seems like it worked. Oh boy, detective, you're too much. I bet you're a big hit with the ladies, aren't you? Anyway, I've got to get going. Talk to you later, boy detective. I'm sorry, I'm thirsty. Dice is always exactly the same, even on the phone. Let's get back to work. Hello. Welcome. I've been waiting for you since I heard you were coming to visit. Well, first I wanted to thank you for speaking with me the other day, and now I'm back. You can come visit me anytime. Come now, let's talk over there. He's my grandma now. What can I do for you? Actually, I was wondering if I could borrow something from you. What could that be? A picture of Makoto. You want to borrow a picture of Makoto? Why? Well, I mentioned the other day that his disappearance might be connected to the case I'm investigating now. Oh yes, that's right. I should have thought about it before when I was here, but as I continued investigating, I realized that I should try to get some more information about him. But all I had to go on was his name. With a photo, I can do a lot more. Maybe I'll be able to pick up on a new clue to help find him. But you... Yes? You're already working on a case. Are you sure you can take this one on as well? Last time I was here, you said you thought I might be able to reunite Makoto and Junko. And, well, I'd really like to do that. Thank you so much on their behalf. I just have to say thank you again for keeping the search for Makoto alive. I'm sure Junko would be pleased. Now, as for a picture, yeah, I know it's short noticed, so if you don't have a picture ready, it's okay. I'm really sorry about the short notice. No, it's okay, but... Oh, she doesn't have photos, huh? A photo. Do I have one? I have to tell you something. The nurse told Junko about your visit here the other day. Oh, it was the nurse, so the caregiver spilled the beans. Something. Come to think of it, back when Junko was in high school, she came rushing home one day saying she'd seen Makoto. I think this is the same story Kamihara told me. Now, I don't know if it was really him, but Junko was insistent that it was Makoto. Junko was absolutely convinced that she'd seen Makoto. Junko became a detective because of what happened with Makoto, right? How did you know that? I'm surprised that she'd share that with someone outside the family. She's placing a lot of trust in you, detective. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear it from Junko directly. A coworker of hers told me that. Oh, well, that's a different story. I can't imagine her telling anyone. That's why I was so surprised. I wonder who the blabbermouth is. I'll ask Junko about it next time. Uh-oh, I have a feeling Kamihara will take some heat from that. That's good, he deserves it. Speaking of Junko, she's been busy cleaning up because of our old house will be demolished soon. I can tell you how many trips she's made to salvage our old stuff and prepare the place. When she stopped by here the other day, she brought all kinds of stuff. It just occurred to me that you've come at the exceptional good time, detective. What makes it a good time? Well, excuse me, nurse. How can I help you, Yoshie? Can you do me a favor and bring me the photo album from my room, the one Junko brought the other day? Oh yes, of course, the one she brought in. I'll get it for you right away. I have a nice picture of Makoto from when he was young, of course. Yeah, that's great. A photo of him from back then will be perfect. I'm glad to hear it. We'll just have to wait a moment for the nurse to bring it here. Yes, of course. Somehow we left this album back at the house, but Junko brought it here to me. It was left behind? Yes, well, please understand that after Makoto disappeared, I guess we sort of gave up on family photos and forgot about the album. Is that so? After we spoke the other day, a lot of memories of Makoto came floating back. And then Junko showed up with this photo album. I guess I was a little bit afraid to even open it. To be honest, I didn't even want to look at it, but then... Well, my eggplant-carrying detective friend came back to borrow a picture of Makoto. I really did show up at the perfect time. Bring the album, please. I can't believe I didn't want to recall such precious memories. I suppose it's easy to avoid hard things for a while, but someday you'll have to face up to them. I tried to tell myself that at first, but then I got cold feet. I was just so sad about what happened to Makoto. Do you ever look back through your old family photo albums? No, I don't remember doing that. I'm not sure if I even have photo albums. Oh my. Do I have photos? I might have one tucked away somewhere. I'll be sure to look at it, to look for it soon. Good for you. Could I have left it at the office? Here it is. Yoshie, I found the album you wanted. Is this one right? Is this one right? Yes, that's it. Thank you. If you need anything else, just call. I'll be over there. Look at young Junko and Makoto. I remember this like it was yesterday. And you know, these photos are from just around the time Makoto... Hey, Yoshie. Oh yes, I remember this. I think she's listening to me. Oh no, if she starts crying, I'm gonna start crying. I hate seeing old people cry, please. Just please. She looks so happy while she's browsing the album. I would love to see her and Makoto and Junko reunited. I hope I can play a part in making that happen. Something wrong? Oh no, this picture of Makoto showing off his bandages just brought back a memory. He was the kind of boy who always laughed things off, even if he was hurt or being teased, or... He was just so honest and a little too good to be true. But I'll tell you a story. One day, Junko was crying because a naughty boy in the village had been mean to her. When Makoto found out, he chased down the boy and shouted, "Don't make Junko cry." The boy apologized and ran off. Makoto turned to run back home, but immediately tripped and fell face first into some rice paddies. Oh, he was covered in mud and all scratched up. We took a picture of him with all the bandages on. Here, take a look. Thanks. Let's see. I guess I can examine the photos, right? Is this photo from a field day or something? It looks like it's some kind of relay race. Makoto was fast, but he wasn't good at pacing people. I guess it's somewhat revealing of his personality. Well, a piggyback ride? That's little Junko. Isn't she adorable? That cute little face. This one looks like it was taken on his first day of middle school. Is that right? Yes, it was. Doesn't he look cute in his school uniform? Yeah, he does. Look at this one of them eating watermelon. Oh yes, look at Makoto there. Oh, he's all scratched and bruised. Right, that's what I was telling you about. He's in a tough shape, but he's smiling and he looks happy. The picture of Makoto giving Yunko a piggy bag right is my favorite. But the one below that, where he's all scratched up, that one's good too. Let me see if I can think. Let's take another look at Yoshie's favorite photos. So the piggy right one, right? These are definitely both good pictures, right? I noticed Yunko is wearing the same hair clip in both of them. Did she like this one? Oh, what happened? Yunko got the hair clip from her mother. Oh. It was the last gift she ever received from her mother. Junko treasured it and wore it all the time. I see. I imagine she still treasures it. Well, I'm sad to say that she lost it. He always wore it. It was Yunko's treasure. When Yunko's ninth, I can't read, birthday, the day Makoto disappeared, that was also when she lost her precious hair clip. Yes, she came home crying that night and she didn't have the hair clip. We never did find it. So poor Yunko lost both her beloved brother and a precious memento from her mother at once. This is too sad, bro. I feel terrible for Yunko. So much tragedy in her life. Yes, but she's always had a positive outlook. She never wanted to cause trouble for anyone, even when she was suffering deeply. My husband and I tried our best to carry on normally for her sake. It seems like they provide a supportive family. Yuko was always putting on a brave face for us. She still does it to this day, I think. I guess think? So a tragic misunderstanding caused Yunko to quarrel with her beloved brother. And the same day she lost her precious hair clip, given to her by her deceased mother. Yet she bravely soldiered on for her brother's sake and for the sake of her family. I am more determined than ever to find Makoto for Yoshie and for Yunko. Have you decided which picture of Makoto to borrow? Oh, not yet, sorry. Which one should I take? Well, I guess the one with the uniform. That's where you can see the face better. Didn't I examine? This one. Yes, I say this is the photo where Makoto looked the most like himself. You should take this one with you. Thank you very much. I'll just borrow it for a little while. Of course. Thank you for keeping the search for Makoto going. Take care, Eggplant Detective. I'll do my best. I'm sure I'll see him again. Of course. Yuko brought this album here for me. I asked her if she'd rather keep it with her. After all, it's mostly filled with memories of her and Makoto. But she just said she'd come visit here if she ever wanted to look at it. Does Yuko come to visit often? Oh yes, she loves to stop by when she has a time, but she's busy at work. I hope she gets enough rest. She was actually here this morning, you know. A near miss. She says it's easy to visit because it's only a short motorcycle ride. That is the motorcycle thing, Addie. She just mentioned the motorcycle. She comes by motorcycle. Yunko rides a big, fancy motorcycle. I was shocked the first time I saw it. I couldn't believe she rides it. Did she ride her motorcycle here today? Yes, every time she comes to visit, it's a motorcycle. Of course, I'm always worried about her riding it. So Detective Kuse rides a motorcycle. Is that surprising? Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, now that I have the picture of Makoto, I should probably leave. Thank you again. Okay, so just to like mention everything that we know so far about this motorcycle. So first, the eyewitness tells us about the motorcycle that was there in the middle of the night. There was no rider. He didn't see a rider. He just saw the motorcycle. Then somebody mentioned it was when I was editing the video. I believe the Kuse, the detective, mentioned that she had work to do very early in the morning. And she left. I don't know where she was. I don't know what she was doing, but she mentioned that she had work very early in the morning. And Akira says that, is she so good of a detective that she knew they were gonna find a body the next day? And that just stuck with me. Then we mentioned the motorcycle to her, and apparently she didn't do anything about it. She did not do anything about the eyewitness that saw the motorcycle. Nothing. He didn't even mention it to the other guy. So was it her? I mean, it's very sus. This is very suspicious. It's because why would she? Why would she do that? Akira did mention that it would be very, very complicated for the killer to transport a body. So I don't think she killed the kid. But she definitely knows something. She has to know something if she's hiding this motorcycle thing. Thank you again for all your help. It's really valuable. And thanks for lending the picture of Makoto. You're welcome, and thank you for helping me try to find Makoto. I'm sure Junko will be happy to hear about your effort. I tell her so. Thank you. I'll tell her. I tell her you say thank you, but no, don't do it. You don't have to tell Junko. I know it's okay. I know it's okay. I'll keep it quiet. Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me. Come back anytime. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, Kuse rides a motorcycle. Not that that's uncommon nowadays. Oh, I've got to remember to put away that picture of Makoto. Picture is precious to Yoshie and important to my case. I mustn't blend it. It might be a good idea to tuck it into my notebook right away. Should I open the notebook or something? Let's see, I should have an open page around here somewhere. Let's put it with the sketch of Minoru Suzuki. Okay, I'm glad I got the photo. But I'm not sure how much a picture from Makoto's childhood will inform the case. Perhaps it's a good time to check with Check what? What are we talking about? I don't even know what we're talking about. What is he asking? Where is my... There you go. But I'm not sure how much a picture from Makoto's childhood will inform the case. Perhaps a good time to check in with the detective? I don't know. I don't know. With Detective Kamada, I have no idea. Perhaps a good time to check with Inspector Kamada. Let's get to the police station right away. I'd also like to see how Kamada's doing. I swear to you that police officer is falling asleep. Welcome back. So how's your side of the investigation going? Are you feeling better, sir? Well, it's really just getting started. He seems like he's back to his usual self today. So no chisme. You didn't look so hot the last time I saw you. Oh, you noticed? I suppose that's just you being a good detective. It was incredibly obvious. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure I slipped a disc. You were having back issues? That's right. Oh. To tell you the truth, I dropped my wallet in the car the other day on my lunch break. And it fell right into the gap by the seat, you know? I had to get out of the car and try to wedge my arm down there. I couldn't lose that 3,500 yen. And I slipped a disc ensued. So that's why you weren't around during all that fuss about Megumi. That's right, I was in no shape for that. It makes sense. But now that I'm all rested up, I'm feeling much better. I'm glad to hear it. I know back pain can be tricky. Back pain? Tricky? For the Iron Inspector Kamada, not a chance. Iron Inspector, but you threw out your bag reaching for your wallet in a drive-thru. I asked around, but no one at the station would give me a straight answer about what happened to you. Good, I asked them to keep quiet about it. I can't let the Iron Inspector's reputation take a hit. What the hell, sir? Can we just talk about the important matters? Of course, I didn't bother asking Kuse to keep quiet. That would have been pointless. Yeah, I can see her playing along with this Iron Inspector's scenario. Well, I appreciate the concern, and I'm sorry to have worried you. Just be careful with that wallet. Not to worry, I've already replaced it with another one that's chained to my belt. It cost 34. Okay, so the yen that you were trying to get lost. So what can I do for you today? I'm afraid I don't have any new information on the case. There's no need to worry about me anymore. I guess I'm just wondering what a slipped disc feels like. You don't want to know. It's terrible. Boom. It hits you and you suddenly can't move, no joke. I've heard that some people get that sudden jolt when they sneeze or merely brush their teeth. No! Oh my god! What, really? Oh yes, you're young, so you're probably okay, but take care of your back. Yes, I will. I was wondering if you have a police sketch commissioned. Is that something you can do? Sketch of what? It's not directly related to this case. Taking on even more work, are you? Well, I don't mind helping. Mr. Tsuji has always treated me well, so I'm happy to oblige. Very well, who's the subject of the sketch? Oh, is that... This picture is almost 18 years old. What I need is a sketch of what he might look like now. Very well, I'll take care of it. Come this way. Thank you, Inspector Kamada. Alright, this artist can help you out. She also drew the sketch of Minoru Tsuzuki. Nice to meet you. I'm Akira Tsukasa from the Utsuchi Detective Agency. Hello. Great. You two can take it from here. Yes, sir. I've got to go now, Tsukasa. Good luck. Yes, thank you. Who's the subject of the sketch, Boy Detective? Boy Detective? Why is everybody calling me that? Makoto's picture. You make a sketch of what this boy would look like after 18 years? Oh. Yes, just a moment. That was fast. What? How? That's Detective Kusa's brother, right? The boy in the picture. Oh, she just had it there. Okay. Yes, it is, but... That's the sketch I gave you. It's nice, isn't it? Can we talk about it, I guess? Detective Kusa also asked me to draw a sketch of what her brother would look like now. So I'm just giving you a copy of it. That works for you, right? Yes, thank you. So Detective Kusa had the same idea that I did. That makes sense. But I bet she wouldn't be thrilled to know that I'm doing this. She might call me in again. Don't worry. I won't tell Detective Kusa about this. Oh. I hope you find Makoto. Yes. So do you know the story about Makoto? Well, yes, Detective Kusa and I have been working together for a while. And she explained a few more details when she asked me to draw the sketch for her. That must have made it easier to draw the sketch, huh? That's right. I know Detective Kusa pretty well, and I've developed a little theory about something. You don't want her to know that you're helping track down Makoto, do you? Very sharp, this one. Pretty sharp, right? Detective Kusa is too serious when she asked me to sketch Makoto. She was so apologetic. I think she was worried that it wasn't technically related to a case, but she's a detective, you know? She could have just said it. It's a secret, do it. But she wouldn't have done that. The fact that she asked. I think it shows that she was desperate for help. Were Detective Kusa and I really thinking the exact same thing? Well, I guess. I can't imagine how awful it must have felt for Detective Kusa to lose her brother. Yes, Detective Kusa seems like she always plays it by the book. True, but more than that, I think she likes to keep her private matters private. I think she can appreciate help, but she doesn't want others to get caught up in her mess, you know? I'm not sure I'd go so far as to say she's shy. I wasn't trying to use my phone, my bad. I feel like I've gotten to know what Detective Kusa is really like. Hey, boy detective. Hello, boy detective. Oh, I'm sorry, I was just thinking. You seem a bit tired. You okay? Because it's great to be a hard worker, but everyone needs rest. You should go get some. You know, you're right. I am feeling strangely exhausted. It's definitely time for me to leave. Let's go. I was waiting for this. Thank you so much for helping me with this. It's much appreciated. Of course, now I just need to find Makoto. We're counting on you, boy detective. Yes, ma'am. Now, if you'll excuse me. Now that I have this sketch, I don't need to use the picture of Makoto. After all, I don't want to mess it up. It's precious to Yoshie and Detective Kuse. Anyway, it's getting dark. I should head back to the office. Oh, I'm getting a phone call? Hello, Tsukasa here. Hey, boy detective. We got a big problem. Oh no, what happened? What is it? I'm going broke in pachinko. Oh my god, he scared the living hell out of me, and this is what he... Okay. I need some cash. Do I look like a freaking ATM to you? Just kidding. Can you come to Kufuku Station right now, boy detective? Oh, I'm sure. Great. I'm headed to a certain place, and I want you to come with me. At this hour. Where are we going? Like a store, a restaurant, or... You'll find out when you get here, boy detective. Okay, I'll be right there. I'll be waiting. I don't like this. What is this all about? Well, it's because I don't trust anybody, and that just, yeah. A visitor. We are on chapter 9. Everybody, like, it's just a bunch of drunk people at this hour. Look at them. It's that one, and then those 3 over there, and then those 2. I don't know if you can see them. You probably cannot. Now, where could Detective Kamihara be? There's a lot going on in here. He said I'd be able to figure it out. How am I going to figure it out? Detective Kamihara said I'd be able to figure it out when I got here. The atmosphere here is so different than the daytime. The type of people around is different too. But I don't see Detective Kamihara. Is this lady crying? Ma'am, the smiling man is gonna eat you. Are you okay? A lot of drunks here. Are you drunk too? So many loud drunk people. Okay, what if I do call engage? What am I doing? If I can't see him, he's probably not close enough to hear me. Tipsy man. He doesn't look tipsy to me. He looks definitely drunk. Not just tipsy. Hang on. Is this a code? You could spell it in hiragana like SA, like Sagasu, search, then Shinjitsu, truth, Mori, forest, and for me, Mitsukeru, find. So like, search the forest for the truth and find it or something like that. So if I'm searching for the truth, I'll find it in the woods. What the hell does that mean? I can solve codes like that one for you, I guess. Lucky Dice Curry. I can smell it from here. Delicious. I feel lucky to even be smelling something so amazing. Wait, Lucky Dice? That's exactly the kind of place Kamihara would go. Can we even go in? No, right? No, but this is just curry. Maybe we can go in. Alright. Welcome, please purchase your ticket. I'll go with katsu curry. Oh, there's also eggplant curry. Looks so good. At least we had some food. Those are delicious. Now I got a full belly, but still no idea where to find Detective Kamihara. I guess in the sashimoni? Alright, this is really devious, but let's go check it out. Can you even go in there? You're 19. No Detective Kamihara or Truth in the Forest for that matter. Will you be dining alone, sir? I was just looking for someone, but they don't seem to be here, pardon me. Come back and dine with us anytime. Let me see if I can... Okay. Maybe he's gonna be in that establishment where the two drunk guys are singing. Examine. Examine, examine, examine. Where? Right behind this to the ramen shop. Well, but it's just a ramen shop. A waterfall training, authentic ramen. I wonder if Detective Kamihara is training here. Businessman. A lot of drunks here. More businessmen. The Shoko bar. It has to be at the bar, right? How do you read that kanji? Emiko? Is that it? No. I guess you read it Shoko bar. I was thinking of another way to read smile. Well, what if I read smile because Emio the smiling man is a regular here? There's no way. You're making me think things that I don't want to think about. Okay, let's go to the... Well, he probably won't be able to go in. He's a baby. He's 19. I was able to walk into the bar when he's not 20. Good evening. Welcome. You're new, aren't you? Haven't seen you before. Well, that took you a while, didn't it? Hey, do I smell curry? What? No, I don't think so. What are you doing here, Detective Kamihara? I'm off duty today, so you can call me Mr. Kamihara. Okay. So, Mr. Kamihara, why didn't you just tell me where you were instead of making me search? Sorry about that. I thought it would be fun. Mama Shoko. Hi. He's with me. This little one, he's awfully young to be one of our guests. Well, come on, sit down. Okay. Mama Shoko, get him the same thing as me. He is too young. What? Here you go. We are gonna be drinking, I guess. Ask. Well, let's have a toast, yeah? A toast, that means... This is alcohol, right? Can I even... I cannot. Don't worry about a thing, relax. Make your toast. Kami is waiting for you. Yes, how do I do it? I guess think? Hang on, is this drink... Well, it's because I cannot do it. My glass, there you go. This is alcohol, right? I'm sorry, but I'm underage. I know, little one. What? It's not alcohol, it's a barely tea on the rug. Okay. On the rocks? Just means iced tea, basically. What, really? He's a baby. She wants something with some boost in it. No, ma'am, no. Wait, Detective Kamihara told her to bring me the same thing as him. Does that mean? Well, cheers. So he is not drinking. Nobody's drinking here. Perfect. Perfect. Glass. There you go. Shall we toast to? I know. Let's toast to our meeting. This is so weird. This is... So what's up? I was surprised to you asked me to come here. Well, there's someone I want to introduce you to. Oh yeah? Mama Shoko? This is Mama Shoko. She's the owner of this place. She knows everything about this town. Some folks call her the Grande Dame of Kufuku. Everything? That's quite a claim. What are you telling this kid, Kami? Because the way you're describing me makes me sound old. Sorry. If she knows so much, maybe I can ask her some questions. Mama Shoko is the Grand Dame of Kufuku City. Okay. I've been waiting to have a talk with you for a while now, little one. Why is he calling me little one? Oh my, did you hear that, little one? Hear what? Did you hear that? It was the sound of my tummy rumbling. Kami, stop. You just made that sound with your own mouth. What even is happening? Hungry, aren't we, little one? Can I just talk to the lady? He's dissing me for some reason. Perhaps you'd like to hear from the Grand Dame or whatever, but I really wanted to chat with you, little one. Little one, I already missed being boy detective. But hey, let's order something first. What should we order, Mama Shoko? Mama Shoko has the tastiest snacks. Let's tell Mama Shoko our order. Now, wait a minute. Huh? We're talking about the Grand Dame of Kufuku here. Be cautious, just show respect. Got me? No, okay. Terrible sorry, ma'am, but... Oh, stop being so formal. You're taking Kami too serious. Relax and talk to me like anyone else. You want something to nibble on? Give me just a minute. I think Kami wants to talk to you alone, little one. Oh, okay. Thanks, Mama Choco. I'll wait and talk to Detective Kamihara. Okay then, let's chat. What do you want, sir? Are you a regular here, Kamihara? Yep, first started coming in about a year ago, I think. I wandered in one day and hit it off with Mama Shoko. I've been coming here ever since. It's nice to have a favorite place to go. Right? I guess you'd say it feels all grown up. Maybe so. I get along pretty well with Mama Shoko. I come here a lot. Isn't Mama Shoko so calm and dignified? She's only 30-something, but she's been running this place by herself for over a decade. More than 10 years, wow. Yeah, it's wild, right? It's amazing that she's run a business like this by herself for over 10 years. Why is he looking at me so seriously? So, yes, he's gonna make a stupid question. Or a stupid claim. I knew you had curry. Okay, but how? Have a good nose. So, did you enjoy your visit to Lucky Dice Curry? You even know where I went? Because I knew you'd go there looking for me. It has dice in the name, this guy. And I am lucky after all. Bullseye. But you wanted to talk about something, no? Let's talk to... Okay. What's wrong, little one? You're acting kind of funny. Okay, why are you calling me little one today? Because you're a little one. My dear little one. Sir! 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 This guy has been flirting with Akira for so long. It's killing me. The VL bit. Here's the thing. I can't be the one to ask her about it. It's completely out of the question. That's where my little one, my boy detective, comes in. Why can Detective Kamihara ask her himself? I bet you could get some information out of Mama Shoko, boy detective. Why can't you ask her yourself? Oh, that's easy. Mama Shoko doesn't like the police. What? Why? Because cops, despite what they tell you, aren't the least bit helpful when you need them to be. Here you go, edamame, potato salad, and pickled eggplant. Thanks, Mama Choco. I love the potato salad here. Kami's a good customer, but if I'd known he's the cop, I'd never let him in the door. Okay, this is actually very interesting. Mama Shoko's back. Go, go, go. I guess... What is it? I don't know. Have you had problems with the police in the past? Yeah, I have. A couple of years ago, a customer started an argument, turned into a brawl. Someone called the cops, but they never showed up. So I decided to step in. I showed off some of my best judo moves, you know? Judo moves. I got the customer under control, yelled at him to pay, and kicked him out. Then the cops finally showed up. You know what they said? Tell him, Kami. They told her, glad we could get here in time. Cops are a real piece of shit. Oh, man. We have the strong words today. Kami was the kind of customer I wanted to ban. Why? What did Kamihara do? He asked a lot of unnecessary questions. I told him if he kept it up, his food and drink would start tasting bad. I came back though because, come on, this place is great. I'm on the few battles I've ever lost in life. One of the few battles I've lost in life. I decided that as long as he wasn't doing business in here, I could tolerate him. Thanks, Mama Choco. No observation, little one. Did you come all the way here for small talk? Oh no, of course not. Kami, what's with this kid? What do you mean? This is the boy detective, huh? Yes, my name is Akira Tsukasa of the Itsuji Detective Agency. Detective? Kami. What? Here I was, happy to see you after you hadn't been in for so long. He's not real police. He's okay, right? See, this is what's wrong with the police. Fine. No use resisting, huh? Ask your questions. Finally, maybe it looks like finally we're gonna get some answers. Oh my god, what's happening? Somebody's following her. Did you see their reflection? Oh god. My anxiety just went up. What the hell just happened? Alright, ask me anything you want. Kami will pay me plenty for the information. Paying for information? What are you talking about, Mama Shoko? I pulled down the most expensive bottle in the house. Next time you come by, you can drink up. I imagine it's a bargain. What do we say, little one? Thank you, Kamihara. Boy detective, you'd best get my money's worth. Don't worry, I will. Let's see. Recently, a middle school boy was found dead in Kafuku City. His appearance was quite strange. Do you know anything about it? What do you mean his appearance was strange? Well, he was found with a paper bag on his head. Yeah, I heard about that on TV. It's disgusting. You look a bit distressed for a moment there. Well, that's all I know. What I saw on TV. Are you familiar with the serial murders that took place in Kafuku City 18 years ago? Did you say 18 years ago? Yeah, several teenage girls were murdered. Oh no. What if I show her this picture? Do you recognize this man? Nope. Okay, what about this one? Do you recognize this man? He's never been here as far as I remember. Damn it. Who's that supposed to be, boy detective? Detective Kuse's brother, Makoto. How the hell did you get that? Trade secret. Whoa, great job. Well, it's because this is just gonna be give me small talk. I'm telling you what I know. Let me ask about this one again. The case we're looking at now has a lot in common with the murders 18 years ago. Do you know anything about that? Have you ever heard any of your customers talking about the case? Even if it's just gossip, that's fine. Yeah, some of my regulars have kids in school and they've been talking. Mostly they wonder why a kid would go someplace like that alone, or talk about how they feel bad for the parents. But that's about it, no clue to your case. So the little one is a detective. Oh my goodness. I just need answers, okay? I'm desperate to get answers. Oh my god. Should I know something about this? 18 years ago. Yes, ma'am. 18 years ago. It's such a sad story. Are you from around here? No, I'm of here just before I opened the bar. Was that a lie? Are you familiar with events around here from before then? Sorry, no. Okay, thank you. Just being honest, I don't think I have any info that'd be useful for the two of you. Sorry, you're still gonna pay for what I could share, Cammy. Enjoy your barley tea. If you're hungry, I'm happy to make more food. I'm not very hungry. That's because you stopped for curry on the way here. I'm sorry, but I didn't know where you were. Let me examine her and see. Mama's not as happy as she was when I first got here. Didn't get any info from her. I gotta say, there's a lot of stuff here. Even a few autographs on display. Whose autograph is that? It's an autograph of a disgraced comedian. Oh my god. Toru Osawa. I think I've heard of him. Nobody here but me and Detective Kamihara. Food hygiene manager Mishiyo Miyashita. Mishiyo, not Shoko? Interesting. Okay, let me ask about it. Can I ask you one more question? Have you figured something that I can answer? Shoko's the name of the bar, but is it your real name? Huh? What? What? Huh? Mama Shoko is... Well, she's Mama Shoko, right? I don't think so. Oh, then what's my real name? Go on, guess. You're serious? Mama Shoko's real name is... Wait, hold on a minute. I did not memorize that. Okay, hold on. I need to go. How am I supposed to memorize that? Okay. Bro.
Later.
Michi, I think. I don't know if I need the entire name. Well, you typed it here. Michiyo. There you go. Miyashita. There you go. If it's not this one, I'm gonna cry. Okay, there you go. Mishiyo Miyashita? Really? I mean, it's right there. Yes, your real name is Mishiyo Miyashita, right? Kami, you brought a one hell of a kid into my bar. Is he right then? The little one is right. My real name is Mishiyo Miyashita. Really? Shoko? I mean, Mama? Little one, you're a real piece of work. I like you. This is wild. Thank you. Okay, as a special treat, I'll tell you all about the old days. The old days? I'm guessing that's the stuff you guys want to hear. Earlier, little one, you asked me about something that happened 18 years ago. Through this, I was born and raised in this town. I know a lot about what happened back then. Really? Yeah, but more than that. I've met the Smiling Men. We finally have some clues. Hold on, Mama Shoko. You've heard the story of the Smiling Men? Come on, I run a bar in this town. Of course I've heard of the story. And people can't stop talking about the Smiling Men right now, especially on TV. I had it rough as a kid. Maybe you can imagine why. I was 17 when the worst thing ever happened. I didn't care about anything more. Not even living. I couldn't see the point. There wasn't anyone around, not the adults, and sure as hell not the cops. Who would help me? What happened? So I sat on the side of the road, just on the edge of town, deciding how I was going to end it. I cried, which is rare for me. I couldn't stop once I started. I hit on my knees to my chin and cried for a long time. I heard footsteps. They stopped right in front of me. Another dirty old man, I thought. To hell with that. I looked up, ready to say something, but I saw a weirdo standing there with a bag on his head. Even back then, there were rumors about the case. I didn't know which ones were true. At first glance, I thought, oh, there he is, the killer. But since I was ready to die, I wasn't afraid. Except, I thought, I'm gonna get killed by a pervert wearing a paper bag with a lame smiley face on it. Then I thought, well, what was my life even for? I felt like I was going crazy. And I started to laugh. I laughed so hard. You laughed? Yep, I thought, why is a grown man wearing a bag on his head? I couldn't stop once I thought about it. He stopped there a second, then walked away. He didn't do anything. Laughed and he walks away, just like in the urban legend. Ever since then, I felt so free. Things started to turn around for me. So I decided to leave home. I worked hard in another city for a while. And once I saved up enough money, I came back here and opened this place up. It's impressive, really. Bro, this story is so sad. By the way, I always knew I'd name this shop Shoko. I wanted a smiling name. Laughing when I did changed my life. I thought I should change too. I left the name Michiyo Miyashita in the past. Michiyo's just a name for paperwork these days. Life has been pretty good since then, even if my history isn't exactly pleasant to remember. You know, I never told anyone any of that until just now. Wow, I don't even know what to say. People love to hear stories like this. But I don't want to have customers around who talk about such dark things. And gossipy customers tend to come in once and never come back. I decided I wanted a place where anyone could have a good conversation and laugh. Everybody carries their own burden, and I want them to feel it get lighter when they're in here. I thought this kind of place would be a good memorial for the girls who were killed. I'm a Shoko. Met the smiling man and lived, all thanks to laughing. And now she's got a different kind of forever smile. That's really about all there is to tell. It seems like all we're going to get from her. Whoa, I can't believe she actually encountered the smiling man. He appeared in front of Megumi too, but is it even remotely possible they were the same person? Well, regardless of whether it was the same person or not, it's probably time to leave. Thank you very much for sharing your story, Mama Shoko. Leaving already, boy detective? I drove you. I'll give you a lift. Mama Shoko, check please. You got it. Oof. Come again, little one. I want to celebrate with you when you're old enough to drink. Next year. And the whole night will be on you, Cammy. Sure, we'll drink the next expensive bottle on your shelf. I can guarantee that. By the way, the smiling man, when he stood in front of me, he said Emiko. Emiko. Miko, not Emio. I laughed and said Emiko. I'm Michiyo. I can say the name. What a stupid old pervert. Alright, boys. Be careful on your way home. Drive safe, Kami. Of course. Thank you for the food, Mama Shoko. Okay, let's get going. Oh, yes, thank you for the food. Goodbye. Oh my goodness. Well, boy detective, thanks for coming out tonight. I never thought I'd hear such a story. Detective Kamihara, thank you for inviting me out. That story sobered me right up. My buzz totally gone. I thought you were drinking tea the whole time. That's right, I forgot. This guy. I'm sorry, can I ask you a question? How the hell did you know that Shoko wasn't her real name? I saw a food hygiene manager certificate behind the counter. The name on it was Michiyo Miyashita. You said Mama Shoko is the owner of the bar, so... Well, impressive work, boy detective. Thanks, I have good eye. Perfect too with the naked eye. 2. What kind of a That's kind of frightening. Sorry, I need to see it properly. My feet cannot handle it. Thank you. Alright. Should we get out of here? I'm parked over there. Yep. What do you think about Mama Shoko? Fascinating, isn't she? Yes, she was pleasant. Yeah, talk to her once and you'll be a fan forever. That's what happened to me after all. Oh crap, I just remember that I'm going to have to report all this to Detective Kuse. If I don't report every little update immediately, she gets mad at me. Or is she gonna answer? It's Kamihara. Come to my place right now. Oh my goodness. We're going to Detective Kusa's place. Something happened. Oh my goodness. She actually answered. Okay, she freaking answered. She freaking answered the phone. The way she screamed. Kuse, it's Kamihara. Detective Kuse, hello? Oh my god. She began to calm down. Detective Kuse told us what happened. On my way home, I was certain someone was following me. Looks traumatized. That I was imagining things. Still, I locked the door and stayed in the living room. Then I saw someone approaching. It just walked right past. I thought maybe it was another resident going down the stairs. Then I started hearing sounds at my door. I stepped up to the peephole, trying not to make a sound. I looked through. Oh my freaking god. The smiling man was here? I was so I can't read it, that I collapsed. I think the smiling man heard me and ran. I'm going to take a look around. He might still be nearby. Bro, you can even use a gun. You're not going anywhere. I'm coming with you. But Kuse shouted, I'm fine. Okay, just stay close to me, please. Let's go. Boy detective, you stay here. If anything happens, call me. Okay, I understand. Be careful. I wouldn't want to stay alone. So now I'm alone, but it doesn't matter how experienced a detective you are. Living alone and seeing the smiling man at your door, anyone would be scared. Still, seeing Detective Kusa frightened like that, it's a far cry from her usual demeanor. It's Detective Kusa's home. She's well organized. Not a lot of stuff, doesn't really feel lived in, kind of what I'd expect, really. I was not trying to use my phone. Sorry. Why would someone dressed like the smiling man come to Detective Kusa's home? Is he stalking Detective Kuse? And if he is, why? Maybe he knows she's on this case. What a weird story. What's that? Is something on the floor there? Uh-oh. Cheese me. A necktie and an envelope are on the floor. The box they were in the box they were in must have fallen down. What should I do? Maybe I should leave them alone. No, probably I should just leave them there. Let's take them. No, I wanted to read the envelope, bro. Why are you like this? I should pick all that up and put it on the table. No. Okay, we're gonna try to open that box and read the envelope. The box is now on the desk where I put it, with everything back inside. God. Why are you such a good guy? Speaking of smiling man, he supposedly appears in front of a sad girl exclusively. Sad girls. Considering that Detective Cruz's brother has been missing all these years, she's a kind of a sad girl, but Detective Cruz is a grown woman now. Why would he show up here? They're back and we couldn't read the thing. Did you find him? Nope. And nobody saw anyone suspicious. But I did find this tucked in the mail slot in the door. It's the clip! It's the hair clip! To Emiko. What is going on? I need to know. Are you sure you're okay on your own? If you need anything, please call me. Yeah, thanks, Kami. Okay, we'll get going. That's to Emiko. What? What was that? What was that? What? I need to go back to that. I guess it's too late for yeah, it's too late. Need to look back at the stream and pause to see. Yeah, definitely. I don't think let me see. I don't think I think I took too long to take the clip. Okay, pause. Okay, hold on. Wait, that's her brother? That's her brother, right? That's her brother. Oh my goodness. Smiley Man showed up at Detective Kusa's house? Yeah, and he left something strange in the mail slot in her door. A crumpled piece of paper with a hair clip tapped to it. The paper had "To Emiko" written on it. Oh wow, that's so creepy. Yeah, but... Sorry, I'm kind of scattered. Can you help me review my notes? Of course. Bro, I am not sleeping tonight. I am not. How am I gonna sleep tonight after this? I mean to ask. You went to Minami Daisan Junior High School. What did you hear from Kohei? There's a lot of stories I've heard before. He didn't really have anything he wanted to tell us. He wanted to ask something. What was it? Kohei said he didn't think Eisuke was killed. He said he thought it might be suicide. You know, because of the way Eisuke was behaving right before he died. But he wasn't sure since he just had a newspaper story to go on. He thought maybe he could tell him things that weren't being reported. So he asked us about that. Oh, that's why. But how could it have been suicide? The way Eisuke was found. What a bizarre case. We still don't even know the killer's motive. I didn't say anything to Kohei right then and there. I mean, I couldn't. Not really. All I could do was promise him we'd solve the case. Agreed. So that's why Kohei wanted to talk. Oh, and I met and talked to Fukuyama. He's a very weird guy. He's certainly a student-oriented and funny teacher. Yes. So, Spill. Huh? Did you like Fukuyama? I mean, yeah, he seems, you know, nice. Good, I had a feeling you two would get along. He looks so happy. I am here dying inside and she's just so happy. I need to tell her about Mama Shoko. There's one other thing I learned today that could be helpful. What is it? Detective Kamihara introduced me to someone known as Mama Shoko. She runs a Shoko bar in Kufuku City. And she told me a story about how she met the Smiling Man 18 years ago. She survived meeting the Smiling Man? That's right. But how? She said she laughed at him. She laughed so hard he walked away. If you laugh when you meet him, You'll walk away. That's exactly like the urban legend. Yeah, it surprised me too. Urban legends are mostly about people getting killed because they do something forbidden. And it seems like they've always involved anonymous people you'll never know, so when you meet someone who lived through one, well, it all suddenly seems so real. Yeah, we shouldn't think of it as just an urban legend anymore. That and the smiling man Shoko met and the one who came to Detective Kuse's apartment. I have reasons to believe they're the same person. Really. Mama Shoko's story and the piece of paper left at Detective Kuse's have a name in common. It's Emiko. Or Emiko. What does this name even mean? Emiko. Is that a person's name? Yeah, probably. Mama Shoko said the smiling man called her Emiko. Is her real name Emiko or something? No, it's not. And Detective Kuse's first name isn't Emiko either, is it? No, it's Yuko. And Mama Shoko's real name is Michiyo Miyashita. So then who the heck is Emiko? No idea. This case keeps getting weirder. But I think your hard work is getting us closer to the truth. Yeah, you think so? I do. Keep it up. It was another tough day today, but you did great. What's wrong? I guess I'm gonna think. Keep thinking about that box I found on the floor of Detective Kuse's place. Yeah, if you open the envelope really quick, you wouldn't be thinking about it. Maybe I shouldn't have touched it. No, but oh my god, he's just too good for this world. What is this? Maybe I'm just evil. I'm here like thinking he wanted to you know understand what it was, and he was like, no, maybe I shouldn't have touched it. Jesus Christ, boy. We don't deserve you. Something wrong? Oh, I'm just thinking. I was alone in Detective Kuse's apartment, and there was a box that had been knocked to the floor. A few things seemed to have spilled out of it, so I picked them up and put them back inside. Like a good boy. After it was all put back together, I left the box on her table, but now I'm wondering if I shouldn't have. Depends, I guess, what was in it. An envelope that looked brand new and a stripped tie. I want to say the tie was reddish brown and white. A tie? Yeah, it had a pattern on it, but I don't remember exactly what it looked like. Does Detective Kuse usually wears a tie? It's not... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna... Because I need a screenshot of the tie. It's not like I'm around her every day, but I've never seen her wearing one. No. Yeah, I don't think she was wearing one when I met her at the police station. I'll pay attention when I see her next. Cool. Let me know what you find out. By the way, about tomorrow. I think I'm going to go back to Kufuku Station and try canvassing again. Sounds good. Hopefully you get some new information. That'd be nice. By the way, you mentioned Inspector Kamada wasn't feeling well. Oh yeah, I talked to him today. He said he threw out his bag when he reached for something. Oh no. It's a tough job, isn't it? What does that have to do? What does that have to do with the wallet? Oh my goodness. Okay. Is it strange for someone who doesn't wear ties to have one in her home? I suppose it could be a gift for someone, but Detective Kusa's father and grandfather have passed away. Maybe for Inspector Kamada or Detective Kamihara, something she's holding onto for Makoto. I swear I saw a tie with reddish brown and white stripes somewhere recently. I think, I am not sure, but I believe the people with in the school with the uniform, I believe they were wearing ties, but I don't remember. A tie with reddish brown and white stripes and a pattern on it. Where did I see one? Okay, we're gonna leave it here. Because if I continue, nothing is going to stop me. But thank you very much for joining, guys. Really appreciate you talking with me today, chatting just a little bit, looking at my edits or my my TikTok likes. Thank you very much for joining. Have a beautiful night. Have a beautiful day tomorrow, and see you tomorrow with more of Pokemon. Thank you, guys. Ghost Walker, Gooby, Addy. Thank you very much. Nida, Mamu. Ale, Daito, thank you. Cecilia, thank you, guys. Thank you so much. See you all tomorrow. Bye.